Hello, hello.
Yeah, I hope I'm visible now.
I still can't see you.
Okay, but
Can
I can
now
hear
I can see
you.
you. Yeah. Now I can
Okay,
see you.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
okay, okay.
So
So,
should we
hi, how are
start?
you?
I am good. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm good, I'm good. So, like everybody, this is our mentor. She's a mentor at Momsha's Club. Uh, so,
Hello, it's
please tell
Dr.
something about
Pakhijan
yourself
here.
first.
Yes, Dr.
Yeah,
Pakhijan here. I'm a physiotherapist by profession, and I'm also an antenatal and a postnatal therapist. So I would, be able to give you more knowledge about this uh, group of things. And today we will be talking about birth control.
true. Yeah.
There is some glitch from your side, dear, I think.
Uh,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So to
Yeah. Okay. Uh, Guys, can you hear me? Can anybody just where's Paki? I think
now I
there's
can
some
see
issue
you.
from your end. Yeah.
I can see you. I can see you now.
Okay. So I
Okay.
think we'll get on with the topic.
Yes, we will. So
Yeah,
today I will talk
and if
about birth
anybody has,
control. Yes.
yeah,
Any
if
questions you
anybody
all
has
can
any
drop
questions,
down.
yeah, please drop
Yeah.
down. So
Ankita will be
yeah,
seeing that, so we'll cover it up.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I am actually really this is a very soft topic for me, birth control because हमेशा ऐसा होता है that girls are supposed to take care
Yeah.
of this birth control thing. मैंने अभी कुछ दिन पहले ही शेयर किया था like we are
Mm-hmm.
capable of having a baby once a year maximum
Once
if
a
we keep
year.
on
Yeah,
having babies, and males can
yeah.
have a baby with every time they make they have coitus. So why are we the
Yeah.
ones who have to take care about all this? Just because we'll be having the baby for 9 months, we have to take
Yes.
care of this. And what
Yes.
people don't understand is birth control मतलब सिर्फ आपको baby से protection नहीं देता, like it doesn't give you protection from having babies, but it also is required
Mm-hmm.
to protect you against sexually transmitted diseases. This is
Mm-hmm.
something people don't even have into consideration. I'm sure
Yeah.
जो भी लोग अभी कोई भी type of birth control method use करते हैं, they have only thing in mind that no, nowadays ऐसा है, we have want to have only
Pregnancy.
one kid
Yeah.
or something, only pregnancy related.
Yeah.
There is no
Correct.
awareness. Secondly, people don't know that when you have these birth control pills, after a point, it also helps you to regulate your cycle. It helps you in many other
Mm-hmm.
things. It's not just,
Yes.
prevention of pregnancy. So we'll cover up
Mm-hmm.
all that. We will also cover like
Yes.
what things you can keep in mind while selecting आपके लिए वो method कौन सा best है. Because we
Best.
have heard
Correct.
उड़ते उड़ते about this from everyone. There is no mother
Yes.
or mother-in-law sitting with you and informing you कि बेटा देखो ऐसे ऐसे करना है. The only
Correct.
topic is बच्चा कब हो रहा है, पोता कब, पोते का शक्ल कब दिखेगा. No one tells you about how to,
Nobody. Yeah.
do the prevention. So whatever us Indians know, it's only from या तो ऑल दैट
internet.
रॉन्ची एड्स दैट वी सी, या या तो इंटरनेट से, या तो कोई, अगर
Yes.
किसी का लक अच्छा है, हमारे कोई भाभी है, कोई देवरानी जेठानी है, सो दे आर लाइक अच्छा आई डिड दिस, यू कैन डू दैट. देयर इज नॉट मच
Yeah,
अवेयरनेस.
because I remember when I was getting married, I had gone to my gynac and I'd asked her about this, and she was also like, I was like, any pills and all, and she was like, why? Your husband will do all the work. You don't need to do anything. No taking pills. I'm like, okay.
एक्चुअली
No topic,
अवेयरनेस
no
नहीं है.
discussion,
एग्जैक्टली.
nothing. And since I am a doctor myself, so okay, I know a little bit about it, so it's fine. But then not everybody is aware of it. So that is an issue because even going to a doctor and samne se I'm asking her, tell me about
नो
it.
दे डोंट.
She,
वो एक
yeah,
शाइनेस है. ये
yeah,
कल्चर पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू आ जाता है, बट शाइनेस बहुत रहता है, बताते नहीं. इफ
yes,
सो
yes,
आई हैव कजिन्स आउट ऑफ इंडिया, सो वहां पे कैसे होता है, वंस यू क्रॉस अ पर्टिकुलर एज, you go either with
yes.
your parents or you yourself go, you get yourself checked, and is everything
Checked,
proper,
yeah,
and then they tell you, okay, now this things, now that you're going to be sexually active, you have to use all
yeah,
these things. Just I was just
yes,
mentioning in the beginning of the video, I am a doctor, but still, going live, it's very essay to say sex. You have
little,
to say, okay,
yeah,
while making
yes.
love, while doing coitus, you have to use that word, because sex can be offensive to everyone. Karenge sab. We are the highest populated,
Yeah,
country in the
but
world, but
discussion, we
exactly.
can't use the word. Yeah,
Exactly. We
yeah,
cannot use that word. So we'll
yeah,
go on. So I will tell you what all methods are there. आपको कौन सा suit करेगा?
yeah.
Are you breastfeeding or not? What you can get without
Hmm,
prescription? What you can get with
hmm.
prescription? And what is your
Yeah,
goal? मतलब if you want to have a permanent solution, or it's just a temporary,
solution.
you're gonna
Yeah,
plan another baby. Actually, this is a very
yeah.
important thing. Whenever you get married, you need to have this talk with your husband. How many kids do
Hmm.
you want? At what gap? Generally, we advise at least a 3 year gap between kids. Because
Yeah,
having a kid nowadays is not just a physical thing for a mom, but it's also a financial responsibility
yes.
between the parents. So, it's a very important thing to keep in mind. And thirdly, if anyone is sexually active, आप लोग please do not feel shy. You can drop in messages to me also. You have to go and get yourself a method where you'll also be sexually, prevented from all the infections. You have to
The
make sure of
infections.
that.
Yeah,
Yes, क्योंकि आगे चल के एकदम एंड मोमेंट पे जाना, इट्स देन यू हैव टू गो थ्रू द होल लॉट थिंग. इट कैन आल्सो गो अप टू योर किडनीज.
correct.
That awareness is not there. It can affect your
Yes.
bladder and your whole system, so you have to be careful about that as well. So how do these what do you want me to start with? You tell me, do you want me to
I think
start
first with the basics,
with the
like what
basics?
is the
Okay.
birth control, the different types of birth control methods available
Okay.
in India.
ओके, सो इफ यू गो फॉर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ बर्थ कंट्रोल्स, एक है जो आप ओवर द काउंटर ले सकते हो जाके, एंड जो इजीली अवेलेबल है. फर्स्ट थिंग इज
Yeah,
एब्सटिनेंस. सो इफ यू आर नॉट हैविंग सेक्स, यू आर नॉट सेक्सुअली एक्टिव, ऑब्वियसली
yeah,
यू आर प्रिवेंटेड ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी. फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकेंड थिंग
yes,
इज जो सबसे बेस्ट है, दैट इज कॉन्डम्स. Male and female condoms both are available. Female condoms are less effective than the male condoms, so I would much rather prefer to suggest a male condom. Almost 98 to 100%, protection is given. Plus, you
yeah,
also get prevented from all types of sexually transmitted disease. इसमें दोनों चीज हो जाता है,
hmm,
and it doesn't even affect you hormonally. Hormonally, it's not affecting any kind of your internal system. So that is there. Next is withdrawal method. So this is Indian famous method, withdrawal. यहाँ के सब शेर शेर बच्चे हैं.
share,
They are,
yeah,
अरे why do you need condom? I know myself. I'm there. But what people don't understand, when you are in that zone, it is very difficult. And
yeah.
end में क्या होता है? The girl ends up
There's
having
no right point of withdrawal. There's
exactly.
nothing
There's
like
no
which is going to
right point.
divide and let you know,
Exactly.
okay, now it's the right time to do it.
एग्जैक्टली. एंड
Yeah,
यहाँ पे मेनली वही रहता है, प्लेजर का बात आ जाता है, एंड विड्रॉवल मेथड ही.
yeah.
जितना तक आई हैव
Hmm.
स्पोकन टू पीपल, They do that,
Yeah.
and then girls end up having, the emergency contraceptive pills and all that.
Contraceptive
So
pills. Yeah.
then I advise to better go directly for the pills rather than the emergency
Yeah.
one, because उसमें
Emergency.
hormones issue ज़्यादा हो जाता है.
Yes.
So this is one of the methods that I don't recommend. आपको कोई infection भी रहेगा तो easily फैल जाता है. It is one
Yeah.
of its effectiveness is somewhere between 50 to 70%. नेक्स्ट जो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन ड्रग्स है वो है जो सहेली करके आता
Mm-hmm.
है एंड ऑल दोस ओरल कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव पिल्स.
Mm-hmm.
सो
Pills.
दिस
Yeah.
इज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट मेथड if you have a non-cooperative husband, yeah, if you have someone,
Yeah.
it's not always about the pleasure part. Sometimes males are also allergic to silicons. This is what I've come across. Pehle I used to feel that it's
Yeah.
just kind of excuse. Once I was having a
Mm-hmm.
talk with my senior, so I came to know that many males also have erectile
Yeah.
dysfunction. They have it in their brain. As soon as
Yeah.
they have to use a condom, they have that
Yeah.
set in their mind and they get that
Mm-hmm.
issue. या तो allergies बहुत गंदी वाली हो जाती है.
Allergies. Yeah.
आजकल तो condoms आ रहे हैं silicone free also. There has been research,
Mm-hmm.
but it is not easily available. So the next best thing to do
Mm-hmm.
is oral contraceptive. So it is 92% effective. And
Mm-hmm.
generally I tell to use condom for the starting 6 months to 8 months once you've had a baby. क्योंकि इसमें
Mm-hmm.
आपके हॉर्मोन्स अफेक्ट होंगे, ईस्ट्रोजन बढ़ जाएगा तो ब्रेस्ट
Yeah.
फीडिंग में आपका मिल्क सप्लाई कम हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज
Mm-hmm.
फॉर समवन हु इज नॉट postpartum, and someone who
Bottom.
is not, yeah, at that point oral
Mm-hmm.
contraceptives we can go for. And
Yeah.
yeah, and what helps is even those who have PCOD, even they can use oral contraceptives. It will regulate their cycle. It also helps
Regulated. Yeah.
जो सारे symptoms है जैसे lot of hair on your face, the facial
Mm-hmm.
hair thing,
Face.
hirsutism,
Mm-hmm.
and the cramps that come, the PMS, it helps to reduce all of that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It also
Okay.
research shows that it also helps in preventing ovarian cysts and also cancers.
Okay.
So it is one of the
Mm-hmm.
best methods to go for जहाँ पे हम रहते हैं उसके हिसाब से. If not condom, the second one I would go for is oral contraceptives.
Polar contraceptive.
Emergency contraceptives emergency के लिए ही रखे तो best है. You can have that
Mm-hmm.
even when you're breastfeeding, but it will affect your milk supply for next few hours. So you just need to be a
Sure.
little bit careful of
Mm-hmm.
that. Next that comes
Okay.
is contraceptive patch. So that is
Mm-hmm.
available, but over the counter बहुत ही कम मिलता है. आप प्रिस्क्राइब करोगे या आपके अराउंड कोई
Okay.
वो प्रॉपर गायनेक का क्लिनिक रहेगा, सेटअप रहेगा, मेडिकल रहेगा,
Mm-hmm.
देन यू कैन गेट दैट. So उसमें क्या होता है, it works for a week. So you have to apply that
Okay.
patch for 3 weeks and then 1 week you give a break when you have your periods. So
Okay.
that way you go in your cycle. The same way the pill
Mm-hmm.
works, but you don't have to pop a pill. If you
Okay.
feel
Okay.
that you keep
It's
forgetting it, then you
yeah.
can go for the patch.
Mm-hmm.
Next
Patch.
comes vaginal ring. So ring is little more
Mm-hmm.
difficult than IUD. तो जो इंसर्ट
Mm-hmm.
करते हैं वो दो टाइप का रहता है. एक है इंट्रायूट्राइन डिवाइस which is
The
copper
try.
T.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the next one is vaginal ring. So vaginal ring,
Okay.
every week you have to insert it. You have to insert it for three
Okay.
weeks, and then 1 week you have to give a break. So एक vaginal ring or
Mm-hmm.
contraceptive patch you have to be very careful of. If you think you can
Okay.
do it
Okay.
very nicely, someone who uses tampons and you know how to insert it
Mm-hmm.
properly and you're used to
Yeah.
it, then you can go for that. IUD
Mm-hmm.
is very good if you want to go for a longer period of time, if you
Period
have
of
to prevent
mm-hmm.
pregnancy. But उसमें
Pregnancy.
क्या रहता है, family factor आ जाता है. There are many females, depending
Mm-hmm.
on what kind of uterus you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
कभी कभी it slides out. If it fits
Okay.
in you, then 3 to 5 years you can be carefree, and
Free.
it
Mm-hmm.
prevents you from pregnancy. It is very nice, but sexually
Mm-hmm.
transmitted disease उसमें cover नहीं होता है.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so you can go for IUD, copper T, 3 to 5 years, it will give you
Mm-hmm.
protection. But you can ask your family members if someone has gone for a copper tea and it didn't suit, and you have to be very careful for the next 48 hours to see कि अगर आपको कोई increase bleeding नहीं हो गया हो, increase menstrual flow नहीं हो गया हो, आपका कोई UTI infection नहीं हो, and you have to make sure if you're getting an IUD, you go to a good clinic because if there is no
That,
cleanliness, even while
yeah,
uh,
even that can cause
even yes,
infection,
that can
right?
cause
Yeah.
infection. So you have to be very careful about that. So ये सारे methods है. The best one, if you are sexually active with multiple partners, it's your choice. The best one I would suggest is condom. It will prevent you from infection as well. If not, the
Yeah.
next you can go for is oral contraceptive pills.
Okay. So these
So
are the types
yeah,
of,
yes,
yeah.
these are all
And
the types.
yeah. So like there is something called as temporary contraceptives or a birth
Yes,
control method and a permanent birth control method.
exactly.
So what is the difference
So
between when
yeah.
is it useful?
So whatever I've told you right now, ये सारे temporary वाले. So when you know
Okay.
you're gonna have another baby, or if you are not
Mm-hmm.
married and you're active, and in future someday you want a baby, so you go for all these methods. If you
Yeah.
go to see for the contraceptive pill, the Saheli one and all, तो उसमें क्या
Yeah.
होता है कि you have to make sure that you give a gap between having a baby एंड
Okay.
टेकिंग केयर ऑफ दैट क्योंकि उसका इफेक्ट आपके बॉडी में थोड़ा रहता है जनरली वी
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
यस जनरली वी टेल यू ऑल 3 to 6 months का थोड़ा गैप दो एंड देन स्टार्ट प्लानिंग अ बेबी सो दैट इज देयर जो परमानेंट मेथड है उसमें हिस्टेक्टोमी आता है या फैमिली प्लानिंग जो ऑपरेशन बोलते हैं वो
Okay.
आता है सो नाउडेज यू ऑल्सो हैव एन ऑप्शन ऑफ गेटिंग योर ट्यूब्स टाइड so if you
Right.
feel
Yeah.
that you have a baby and you're gonna take a long gap of 5 to 6 years, then you can also get your tubes tied. So उसमें क्या
Okay.
होता है जो आपके फेलोपियन ट्यूब्स है दे वर्क ऑन दैट एंड
They are
इट इज
the,
अ
yeah,
रिवर्सिबल थिंग इट इज परमानेंट
procedure.
बट
Yeah.
सेमी परमानेंट मतलब you can reverse
Permanent.
that procedure if you go for the
Yeah.
family planning operation or if you go for the hysterectomy that is a complete permanent method
Yeah.
means when you've had the number of kids you want or if you've planned not to have a kid then you can go for that तो उसमें क्या होता है यूट्रस निकालते हैं but I
Yeah.
being a doctor I will never suggest to go for a hysterectomy unless you have
Hysterectomy. Yeah.
any kind of cyst or
Issues
if you
with
have
the, yeah.
एग्जैक्टली बिकॉज क्या हो जाता है आपके हॉर्मोन्स लेवल ऊपर नीचे होते हैं
Hmm.
व्हेन देयर इज नो
Yeah.
ईस्ट्रोजन सो हमारे बॉडी में ऐसे ना व्हीकल्स रहते हैं जैसे आपको बोलते हैं ना किसी के कंधे पे चल के आगे जाना पड़ता है तो कैल्शियम एंड ऑल रिसोर्सेज आपको ईस्ट्रोजन प्रोटेक्शन देता है वो अपने पास रखता है कैल्शियम का सप्लाई व्हेन यू
It's
डू
as
अ
good as
हिस्टेक्टोमी
menopause, right?
एग्जैक्टली सो
Yeah.
व्हेन योर एस्ट्रोजन गोज डाउन जब आपका हिस्टेक्टोमी करते हो तो आपको वो सारे मेनोपॉजल सिम्टम्स पहले से ही आ जाते हैं एंड योर बॉडी
Yeah.
डजंट गो थ्रू दैट नेचुरल साइकिल
Mm-hmm.
so it is a permanent solution, but if you have non-cooperative people, if you cannot afford to, pop a pill or if you forget, so then
Yeah.
you can go for that. Generally, we don't advise, but that is like an end thing. अगर आपको नहीं चाहिए, there is no one listening, you have to have a permanent solution, then you can go for that.
Yes.
फिर how you can select these methods it completely depends on various factors so पहली चीज है effectiveness आप मतलब you are in what stage of your life you मतलब you want protection only from having a baby or you want protection from the diseases also if you are
Yeah.
more active that comes first next come convenience so preferences के ऊपर रहता है what doesn't give you pleasure what doesn't you don't find convenient enough तो एक वो रहता है थर्ड रहता है readily awareness तो अभी जैसे pills रहते हैं you must have heard people directly go for I pill and unwanted 72 क्योंकि वो readily available है उसके
Yes.
ads आते हैं
Yes.
तो इट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट इज अवेलेबल आपके पास जैसे कॉन्डम फीमेल कॉन्डम्स वी माइट फील नो वी डोंट नीड मेल्स नहीं करते तो हम अपना कॉन्डम लाएंगे कहाँ से लाएंगे आज इट इज नॉट
Yeah.
रेडीली अवेलेबल अभी
Yeah.
मुंबई में भी नहीं मिलता है लीव
You don't
अदर
get. Yeah.
states you don't get it that easily
Easily. Yeah.
and if you go to ours
People
they will
mustn't
give
have
you
even
that
heard
look
about it.
Exactly, and people give that look. ऐसा भी कुछ होता है? So that is one factor that we have to consider कि क्या क्या चीज available है.
Hmm.
Third thing is क्या चीज में cost effective है. अभी we are
Hmm.
educated, we have the leisure to select our preference के हिसाब से methods. But
Yeah.
most ये जो पूरी बारात आती है generally आती है from
Yeah.
the poor people or the low caste people who are not aware. So एक awareness
Yeah.
और एक cost effectiveness, this is in government's hand. तो ये बहुत जरूरी है एंड दे आर टेकिंग मेजर्स
Hmm.
बहुत सारी जगह पे दे आर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग कॉन्डम्स
Hmm.
एंड दे आर आल्सो
Hmm.
क्रिएटिंग अवेयरनेस सो नेक्स्ट इज रिलीजियस थिंग देयर आर many
Hmm.
families जहाँ पे कॉन्डम्स बोलते हैं छी व्हाट आर यू यूजिंग
Yeah.
दिस या तो दे
Yeah.
आर लाइक कि बच्चा भगवान की देन है आप ऐसे नहीं कर सकते
Yeah.
तो दैट आल्सो
Means you shouldn't
फॉर्म्स
use any sort of protection. जितना
एग्जैक्टली
बच्चे हो रहे होने दो. Yeah.
हाँ भगवान की देन है एग्जैक्टली सो
Yeah.
so that happens and I feel कि whenever a girl when two people are getting married there should be an awareness between them also
Hmm.
and the if you have a joint family if you know that your mother-in-law is not alert or aware about all these things so
Hmm.
you can go you can
Hmm.
discuss with her you can make her understand rather than feeling कि what is
Hmm.
happening and then getting pressurized क्योंकि लोग बोलने के लिए
Hmm.
बोलेंगे बच्चा कर लो हम संभालेंगे पल जाएंगे बढ़
Yeah.
जाएंगे आजकल ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है स्पेशली आफ्टर दिस कोविड टाइम्स कोई बच्चा पल नहीं जाता देयर इज नो स्कूल पलने के लिए इट इज ऑल मदर्स ड्यूटी टू इवन टीच नाउअडेज वन मोर एडेड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आ गया है so this is
Yeah.
one of the thing, and the last thing that matters is duration. So
Hmm.
sometimes जैसे condom है, जैसे pills है, you need to have every day. So it becomes not convenient for many females or many
Hmm.
males. So for their convenience, for longer duration, they can go for IUDs. They can go for
Hmm.
the contraceptive patches, or they can go. And one
Hmm.
more thing, nowadays a very good injective has come forward. There's a Depo-Provera. So and it is very cheaply available. I had gone for a camp and I just saw जो
Okay.
बहुत सारे municipality hospitals है वहाँ पे भी available है. So it is
Okay.
progestin only. So it doesn't
Hmm.
contain hormone estrogen. So you can take that
Estrogen.
even
Hmm.
during breastfeeding and it
Breastfeeding.
works for
Okay.
12 weeks. That is approximate 3 months. So it is very
Good.
good injection, but उसमें weight gain होता है. So you have to take care
Okay.
of that.
Yeah.
वो that is one thing that happens. So ये सारी चीजें you can keep in mind. That is how you select what is the best for you.
Yeah. Hmm.
These factors help you out.
Okay.
Anything else
And
you want to ask?
I think even there is one point is vasectomy, right? For birth control that is permanent.
Yes, that is there, but then
But
I don't even
yeah,
suggest that
males
क्योंकि वो
don't.
मर्दानगी
Yeah.
है and males don't go for it. And secondly, we being in
Hmm.
mom shares club, so we have more females, and
Yeah.
I was talking female related. Males
Females.
के लिए तो I
Okay.
have a very big lecture ready if few males are ready to listen. I will must dofy them and tell them take care of these things. Because actually ये बहुत बुरी चीज है मतलब there are so many females attending and they are thinking मतलब उनको males को कोई परवाह ही नहीं है unless and until they get some kind of infection it is not their
Actually, it's
job
more of like you said, it's birth control is more the responsibility of the female
of the female.
rather than the males. They're like, हमारा नहीं कुछ, yeah.
I
That is
feel
there.
इसमें ना choice is not given to the females. So when I was in a medical camp ना, तो we had to even
Hmm.
visit various areas जहाँ पे the prostitutes are there and all of that. So I have seen
Okay.
them being more aware of these things. They are
Hmm.
like, we won't let a guy come near us. You have to go and buy
Yeah.
that. So I feel
Hmm.
वो same confidence हम में भी होना चाहिए. If they can have that, why not us? This is one
I
thing
think
because
basically
in
the what is lacking is education and
Exactly.
awareness. Like
Education,
in
you know,
families,
I
even in families, nobody education in regards to all these protective measures.
exactly.
I mean, even if you're not going to school or someplace, but still at home also many people, they don't get that kind of exposure. Nobody talks to you. Nobody will tell you
That's what
anything.
I said
So
initially, that
that is
no
what
one is
lacks.
there to, yeah, there is no
Hmm.
one to guide you. ये तो अभी we
Yeah.
are in the internet zamana, so we can understand.
Hmm.
I cannot imagine how our parents might have spoken to, their family members. So one of my best friends, she got
Family members
married.
to दूर की बात, I think even talking to your husbands or like husbands and wives, they both also, I think it's so much of like kind of an inhibiting or
Especially
inhibition
in,
is there,
yeah,
that even
especially in love,
talking to
in arranged
before
marriage.
marriage it
Yes.
becomes a little difficult. Like
No,
how
no,
do you
no.
even
You are loose character
brush
girl
that
if you talk
topic?
about that.
How
If
can
you
you,
talk
yeah,
about
how can you
that,
even start that
yeah.
topic?
Matlab,
That's
I have
like
seen
a
this
taboo
cultural
thing. Yeah.
difference. Yeah, I have seen this difference. If you go out of India, if
Hmm.
you go for an arranged marriage, it is mandatory. Ki, how do I know where you've gone? I need, both
Yeah,
of us
yeah.
should get a
Yes, and
test
all
done,
medical
series
checkups.
of tests
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Exactly.
It's
यहाँ
starting
पे भी
even in
होता
India.
है
I've seen that.
इंडिया में
Yeah,
होता
but
है
it's
बट क्यों
more
होता है
in
टू चेक इफ अ गर्ल इज अ वर्जिन नॉट टू चेक इफ देर इज एनी काइंड ऑफ इन्फेक्शन दैट इज व्हाट हैपेंस इन इंडिया
yeah, virgin, or she can
when
give birth to babies
yeah
or not. She is healthy
exactly
or not. Yeah,
exactly
males
PCOD
can never
है
have
ये
any
है
problem. Yeah.
exactly males can never have any problem. I had seen a female who was undergoing so many treatments to have a baby. 7 years हो गया था,
Hmm.
she didn't have a baby, and
Okay.
they were not ready to get the checkup of the male done.
Guy.
They were
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
नहीं हम लोग को पता है ना मेरा बेटा है मुझे पता है and so one of my seniors, he drew blood from the dad's body. They were like, we might go for IVF and all. So let's get your
Yeah.
test checked. So they got
Uh-huh.
that checked and then मतलब they were not that educated. तो उनको बोल के they got his all checkup done and they came to know the boy is the one that is having a problem and that girl has
Problem.
gone through a series of hormonal
Series of.
checkups and this and that.
Yeah.
It's very bad. It's very bad.
And
And we
it
talk
should
about
rather be like in the initial stage itself, it should be दोनों का checkup, and where the issue lies, there the treatment should be done. But
दोनों का
it
चेकअप इज
always the focus is
या
only on the females. That नहीं हो रहा है तो it's females
फोकस है
responsibility, तो वही करो, treatments वही करो, not on the male part. So
and what
that is,
people don't
yeah.
understand sometimes it also takes time. It depends on your body, if your body is
Hmm.
ready or not, if your
Yeah.
what is the placement of your uterus. कभी कभी जिन लोग का यूट्रस इन्वर्टेड रहता है या थोड़ा इश्यू रहता है तो भी प्रेग्नेंट होने में टाइम लगता है. People don't
Yeah.
understand that. So once a female had come, she was married for I guess 5 or 6 months. The doctor had to tell
Hmm.
her कि we do not do IVF or anything. At least try for 2 years and then come to me for
Yeah. Yeah.
pills or something. Don't directly jump onto that. 5 6 months you
Hmm.
have to give your body some time to adjust. ऐसे
So
नहीं
in
होता
many
है.
places, even like where I'm staying currently, I've seen all the like the locals over here. They are like the local community out here. They get married, and within 1 year, you have to have a baby in your hands. If you're not having, that
Yes.
means that marriage is a failure.
You're talking about your
Means,
side. In my
yeah.
side, in my in-laws family, मतलब I am blessed कि अभी के जो जनरेशन वाले वो सारे अच्छे हैं. जो
Mm-hmm.
ओल्ड लेडीज आते हैं ना, लाइक इफ वी गो टू द विलेज साइड, दे आर लाइक
Yeah.
हमारे यहाँ तो हर बहू पहले ही साल तक मतलब फर्स्ट एनिवर्सरी के पहले बेबी
Yeah.
हाथ में होता है. सो
Yeah, I
वेन
know.
एवर यू गो एनीवेयर द ओनली थिंग दैट इज
That is the
हैपनिंग इज
success. That is the measure
या
of the success rate of the marriage, basically.
एग्जैक्टली यू डू
Yes.
एवरीथिंग इन द वर्ल्ड बट बच्चा पैदा
Yeah.
कर सकती है कि नहीं और कितना
Yes.
जल्दी. बच्चे से भी
Yeah.
सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं है कितना जल्दी.
जल्दी. Yeah. Before
मतलब
anniversary,
my
बच्चा होना चाहिए
yeah
हाथ में.
yeah
Yeah.
one of
True.
my bhabis is literally Pujo fight. She got pregnant during her honeymoon. She had baby within 9 months. So that is what measures what is good. She might do anything in the world, but she is the best because Turant you had a baby. So that
Yeah.
happens. I have also, one of my best friends got married. So there are also females, they like, uski mother-in-law aake, why are you using this? Why are you using this? It is such a personal topic between a husband and a wife, and then they are asked, why are you using condom? And in front of the whole family. But then luckily उनके husband बहुत free थे, तो they were like, यार पता चल गया ना, अभी जान मत खाना 1-2 साल that you need a baby now that you've taken out the topic. So I don't know why it's a taboo. I feel ये जैसे मैरिज काउंसलिंग है ना, ये भी एक काउंसलिंग होना चाहिए, और ये हस्बैंड वाइफ के साथ, सास को भी
Yeah.
बिठा के साथ में, सास ससुर के साथ होना चाहिए.
एक्चुअली मैनी केसेस में वो हस्बैंड वाइफ को प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहता है. दे वांट टू स्पेंड द टाइम टुगेदर. दे डोंट वांट टू हैव दैट बेबी सो फास्ट, सो अर्ली और इन द मैरिज. बट फैमिली प्रेशर इज ऑलवेज देयर. शादी करते ही
एंड
इंडिया में
पीयर
इसलिए है
प्रेशर भी
ताकि
होता है.
बच्चा हो.
पीयर प्रेशर बहुत हो
शादी
रहा है अभी
कब करते
कोविड
जब
में.
बच्चा चाहिए उनको, पोता पोती
हाँ.
नातू, एवरीथिंग दे वांट. दैट टाइम दे गेट
यस.
मैरिड. दे डोंट वांट टू गेट मैरिड बिकॉज दे वांट टू गिव ईच अदर लाइफ पार्टनर बच्चों को. दैट्स लाइक वन.
नहीं, अभी कोविड में एक्चुअली, पहले ना हम लोग को टीनेजर्स में होता था ना कि ड्रिंकिंग एंड ऑल के लिए पीयर प्रेशर. अभी कोविड में लोगों को पीयर प्रेशर हो रहा है, जिसके घर पे देखो मतलब आई एम जस्ट स्क्रोलिंग थ्रू, एवरीवन इज हैविंग अ बेबी. लकीली आई गॉट अ बेबी जस्ट नाउ, अदरवाइज वो एक अलग प्रेशर आ जाता है, इसको भी बेबी हो गया, उसको भी बेबी हो गया, जस्ट हैव अ बेबी. अभी कोविड में तो बहुत बेबीज हुए हैं.
Yes.
Like every one, I think one in 20, 30 accounts is having a baby. One person in my followers range. So
Yeah.
that अभी वैसे ही हो गया है. But actually responsibilities बढ़ गए. This is a very important thing to take care of right now.
Yeah.
And we are also getting
True.
westernized. So there are many, because people are LGBTQ, so they are not,
Mm-hmm.
they are sexually active with different kinds of
Yeah.
partners with their choices. So you
Mm-hmm.
अभी बहुत जरूरी है to take care of this factor, not just for birth control, but
Yeah.
also for your
I think it should
protection.
start right at the teenage age when the kids are actually, in that mind frame where they have started to getting attracted to whoever. So I think that's more important, that stage, to make them educated regarding all this, to prevent so many things in future. It's
Government
just
is
not
trying.
pregnancy or
People
something.
are not ready to accept it, because I remember
Yeah, because that
मैं
happens more in, I think, school level. I think it should be.
क्योंकि मैं जब सेवेंथ
Yeah.
एट्थ में थी ना, आई रिमेम्बर माई पेरेंट्स बीइंग ट्रॉमेटाइज्ड कि सेक्स एजुकेशन का एक टॉपिक होने वाला है. मेरी फूल सी बेटी, इनोसेंट ईयर्स. So, we couldn't tell, we're not innocent ears. We already know things about it. So,
It's taught in the
वैसे होता
curriculum.
है.
How can it's everything
Exactly.
is taught over there? How can we be like?
Exactly. So that
And
would
in
have.
fact, I feel if it's taught in the right scientific way,
Exactly. That is what the government is trying
yeah.
to do. It's trying to
If it's
introduce that.
yeah, if it's taught in
That
the right
way.
scientific way, it's going to be, like much more beneficial, because they won't take it to be as a and go to the wrong sources to understand what everything is, and get wrong information about it.
For this na, even I have a son, so I have gone through this series. I think TVF का या किसी का, Pappu and Papa. So
Okay.
beautifully he is explained to his kid about contraception, breastfeeding, having a baby,
Okay.
with examples of a USB cable and a computer.
Okay.
So
Okay.
बहुत अच्छे से explain किया. So if you ever feel
Mm-hmm.
how to introduce this, how to explain it to your kid, I
Mm-hmm.
would recommend to go and see that series. बहुत अच्छे से explain किया है.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Still, I
that
think
is
company
very,
generation is becoming much more aware, and we have started educating our kids
yes.
right from, like very young age, so that it's not a shameful topic, or it's not something like, oh, we can't talk about it. We have become a little more open, I feel.
It's it's actually not about shameful. So I had this discussion with my mom. So when I
Mm-hmm.
went through that series, I told my mom कि मैं भी मेरे बेटे को सिखाऊंगी. He should be aware. He should, respect
Mm-hmm.
a girl and the
Yeah.
boundaries and everything. So she was
Mm-hmm.
like, तू ये सब बता रही है, मतलब तू उसको बोल रही है, अब तू कर सकता है. If you don't talk about it, means they won't do it. They feel that, so that
Why?
they have that
Yeah,
mentality कि
yeah,
अगर
yeah.
तू
That's what
बता
I'm
रही है ना
saying.
जाके अपने
Yeah.
बच्चे को, मतलब you're making him aware, so then now he'll be curious and now he wants to do stuff. I'm
Curious
like,
they
you
are
will
going
not
to
even
be
have an
because their
idea.
body hormones are going to ask them to be curious about it. It's normal human tendency.
Exactly.
So
So then I
yeah,
asked
so you
her
can't
कि
avoid it.
you
It's
never,
rather ki you be the guide so that they get the proper information from the right channel and then
that's
they
what I
don't end up
asked
doing
her.
anything wrong. Yeah.
Yes, I asked her, you never spoke to me. How did I have a kid? So then she was like, shut up, and she left the room. So I was like, जब जिसको जो करना है वो होने वाला है. You cannot control that. The only thing is you need to make it
Does
very
anybody teach
normal for
animals?
them.
Animals को कोई
Exactly.
सिखाता है क्या यार?
वही तो.
It's a natural thing.
Exactly. You
You
need to
don't need to teach.
normalize it a lot
You have to teach
because
the right way.
एग्जैक्टली जो टीनेज का मन रहता है ना उनका भी वैसे ही रहता है. जैसे इफ यू टेल अ किड नॉट टू टेक दैट, सो दे गेट
Yeah.
अट्रैक्टेड व्हेन दे फील कि हाँ
Right.
कॉन्डम का एड आ रहा है, मॉम डैड चेंज कर रहे चैनल, या किसिंग का आ
Yeah.
रहा है
That
तो
means
चेंज कर
ये
रहे हैं.
क्या
तो
है?
देन लाइक ये क्या है,
Curiosity
अभी तो
और
मैं
पीक
देखूंगा,
होती है.
अकेले में बैठ के देखूंगा. सो इट्स बेटर टू
Yes. Yes.
नॉर्मलाइज एंड से. सो आई हैव अ हैबिट टू hug my husband or give him a kiss, and even my baby gives me a kiss. So then my
Yes.
family members are ये क्या कर रही है, क्या कर रही है. So they should know it's a kind of affection. You don't always have to.
Yeah.
ये जो rapes और सब होता है ये उसी reason से होता है. You have it connected to lust. You don't have it
Yeah.
connected to love in your mind. That
Yeah.
the
Not
embrace
normal
can be
like
different.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
तो
Yeah.
बर्थ कंट्रोल में एक बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है क्रिएटिंग अवेयरनेस. And this starts from the age you feel that you're if there's a boy or a girl, a
Right.
boy,
Yeah.
if it's a boy,
Yeah.
then he starts demanding a privacy. He's like, नहीं मामा मेरे
Yes.
रूम में मत आओ, ये नहीं. So these are few
Yeah.
things that you understand कि okay, now
Yeah.
I
Cues.
feel it's the
Yeah.
right time.
Yeah. Just a second, Paki. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, I think we covered all the questions now.
Yeah. 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 I
Anyone
think
has any
yeah.
questions, you all can drop down.
Yeah.
I think there are no more questions.
Yeah, I think we covered up most of the things. So it was really wonderful, Paki. Thank you for talking on this topic.
Yeah, my pleasure. I hope
Yeah,
there's some awareness, and anyone who are
yeah,
watching, if you all have any doubts how to select, a particular contraception for you, or any other queries you have, any like if you are breastfeeding or if you have anything in your mind, you can drop down the questions to me, or you can drop down in the Mom Shares Club message group also. They will make sure that they forward it to me.
definitely. You can DM her, or if you want, you can DM at Mom Shares Club also.
Thank you, Saloni.
Thank you,
Thank you, Didi.
everyone, for attending.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, chalo.
Yeah. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Paki. Okay,
Yeah.
take care. Bye.
Bye.